So Ruslan, what are the new movies that's signed up for you?
After the show, I did one film called Romeo Idiot, Desi Juliet, and that's got maybe 6 days of work left. Then I'm shooting right now for a film called Section 376, which is a social drama. So at least in a sense that the kind of work I'm doing is different from each other. Also because after you do a television show, you can do any kind of work because you've done it all in that show. On Zara, I did romance, I did flirting, I did naughty, I did comedy, I did serious stuff, I did drunk scenes, I did action scenes. So in a sense that you've done a lot of kind of characters in that one character. And Romeo Idiot Desi Juliet is a comedy, and so I just went out there and I had fun. I've done total overacting and just had a blast. Hopefully, whatever rushes we've seen till now, my parents saw a bit of the scenes and they were laughing and they said like they were shocked that I could do comedy like that. But that's because after doing a television show, you really stop thinking about how you're looking on camera, how the audience is perceiving you, because on television you don't have the time. Everything is so quick that you don't have the time to check your makeup. Sometimes you're shooting late into the night and you just want to get your work done. So when that happens that's when your mind stops working and whatever you're doing is from your heart. So in the film now, Romeo Idiot Desi Juliet, whatever I've done is from my heart. In Section 376, it's a serious film. It's about rape, so a little touchy topic, and it's a film that needs sensitive. The character I'm playing, he supports the girl all through her ordeal. So you need to be the backbone of the film. You're in a way supporting a girl who's gone through a rape victim basically. So there's a guy who's standing by her all through the film. He's in love with her. So playing that character also makes you think that what if something like this happened in your personal life? What if your loved one had to go through something like this, and how would you react? What would you do? And there's a graph in that character also, because the initial reaction could be of being upset, like why did you go there or something like that, and then later you realize that it wasn't her fault. So these are both interesting movies, different from each other, and loads of films are being made right now, and I'm trying my best to get back into television, but I keep getting one film and then I finish that and I get another film, but hopefully I'll get a TV offer which I can't refuse.
So TV or movies, what do you enjoy most?
I enjoyed my stint on TV for sure. I really enjoyed it because I like to wake up in the morning, I like to get ready and I like to go to work, because TV gives you that opportunity where you can work for 28, 29 days in a month. And I am somebody who likes to do that. I like to be able to be in front of the camera, be in front of the audience. I like that. I like the fact that people could see my work. In film, what happens is you do a 25-day schedule, then everyone takes a 10-day break, then they get back, and again they shoot for 25 days, then the film goes into post-production, that takes 2-3 months, then an edited version comes, then you dub for it. So it's a very long process. I've been through this process earlier when I was doing films, but now it's become boring, honestly. It's like, that was like, biryani pakri hai aur aap wait kar rahe ho, lunch time bhi nikal gaye. And TV is like this, aapko bhook lagi hai and fast food ready hai. So that's the difference. And at this point of time, I'm enjoying fast food because I like it quick. On film, because I have to wait for so long, I get very bored. All through my film, I have sat and I've watched, the Game of Thrones series. I sat and I completed the whole thing just in between my shots, because they used to take so much time to light up for the next shot. In television, you can never have that opportunity.
And what about reality shows?
Reality television is, that is when the real you comes out in front of the audience. I don't know, in every character that I play, there is a real me, but I don't know in real life how I would react to certain situations. Like when I watch a show like Big Boss, I get scared because when I'm hungry, or if I have not eaten, or if I have not slept well, and if I'm away from my family, I could also be a very, very scary person. Somebody who I might not necessarily be. When I meet people, I'm polite and I'm, very normal. But maybe put under situations where you don't give me my lunch on time, then there's something which is different about me.
And what about Najbali?
Nach baliye. See, my wife Nirali, she loves to dance. Whenever I look at her, even in the house, when we are getting ready or something, I see her, she's dancing. And for 2-3 minutes, I'm just like looking at her, like, what is she doing? And so I'll have to do Nach baliye because of her. Hopefully, if she is very busy at that time with her work and she can't do it, then we won't do it. But I've realized that these dance shows, they are very tough, like a jhalak and a nach. They are very, very difficult to do physically and mentally also, because you're competing with other talented people, other people who really want to do well. And I am a little laid back. I think I'm a little lazy. I like to work hard, but these kind of things involve much. You have to push yourself harder than hard.
And how has marriage changed you?
Marriage has changed me. Yeah, it has changed me. I sleep at 10:30 now, and I wake up at 6:30 in the morning, which was technically impossible. Only because I was shooting Zara, I would have to do that, and I would. That was the only sad part, that I couldn't get to sleep. That was something that used to really bother me. That who goes to sleep early, and now I have to wake up at 6 o'clock because I have a 7 o'clock shift. So abhi I have to sleep at 10 o'clock. So sleeping at 10:30 was like, how can you sleep at 10:30? That's the time when you're supposed to be awake. And now marriage has changed me because Nirali, she goes to sleep early. She goes to sleep at like 10 o'clock. She wakes up in the morning at 6. Then she works out. She, gets ready, has a breakfast, and she leaves for work. And after the show, I used to be sleeping till 10:30, 11. And I used to always be thinking that, this girl is waking up and going to work every day, and I'm here sleeping till 10:30, 11. So I did that for 3-4 months because my show had just gone off. Maybe I was tired. But then I started feeling a little ashamed that, it's not very cool to be sleeping while your wife is working. And then I started waking up with her. And now I'm feeling very good because there's so much more time in the day.
So what does Ruslaan do when he has free time and free?
I think Ruslaan, when he has time, works out a lot. I've realized that when I get free time, even when I was in Chandigarh now for 25 days, so I had a lot of free time. I had off days, and my co-actors would, they would go out partying and they'd go out drinking. And Chandigarh's climate was beautiful. But what I would do is I would go jogging and I would come back and I would work out. So I realized that I like working out, and that's something that I would like to do in my free time. So that's something that relaxes me. That's something that makes me feel that today is a day well spent.
Talking about bonding, you have a special connection with your fans. You're always interacting with them. So any message to them?
Honestly, for my fans, sometimes I find it even bad when I say that this person on Twitter is my fan, or I find it a little bad to call them my fans. I call them my well-wishers because that's what they really are. Fan to aap Salman Khan ke ho sakte ho, Shah Rukh Khan ke ho sakte ho. I'm too small to have fans. I have well-wishers. I have people who love me. And I just thank God that I'm in a position to have so many people who love me and who appreciate whatever I do or whatever I don't do also sometimes. So I just thank them, and I think they're very kind.
Siddhi, if offered something good, will you come back on TV or you want to focus on movies?
Okay, Siddhi, I'm actually waiting for something good on television because obviously after Zara, I don't want to do a show just for the sake of doing a show. I want to do something better, hopefully, and at least I want to do a love story. So I'm just waiting for somebody to offer me a beautiful love story on television, and I will be back on television.
Okay, Siddhi again wants to know
Yes.
that any plans of visiting London?
Yeah, okay, Siddhi. So I'm going to be in London in August for another holiday, and maybe this one will be at least 15 days long. It's going to be a road trip across UK.
Okay, one question by Rimsha. She wants to know your favorite color and favorite brand.
My favorite brand of clothes is usually River Island, and nowadays I like Jack and Jones.
And any message for Tellychakkar readers?
Yeah, Tellychakkar is, let's say the doorway to the TV industry. It is the way to know anything and everything about every show on air, about every character, every actor, every production house. Because there's so many times that I read you know, when you want to do research also about a certain production house or certain creative head or certain director, on Tellychakkar, if you read the articles, sometimes when I Google them, there are loads of Tellychakkar articles that come. So I just read them. There's so many other things that you come to know about people. So Tellychakkar is enough to know about the industry.
Thank you so much, Ruslaan.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Ruslaan Mumtaz. Keep reading and watching tellychakkar.com.